Chinese women over 30 share raw truths about love, marriage, pressure, and regret in a society that won't let them breathe. Let's watch together. I'm 37 and still not married. It's false to say I'm not anxious. My ex-boyfriend's child is already dating, and I'm still single. I really long for marriage, but my age keeps increasing, and my social circle keeps shrinking. I often wonder, will I really end up alone for life? There are quite a few outstanding older women around me. They wonder. They have cars and houses, stable jobs, can earn money, excel in many ways, so why do no men actively pursue them? Why can't they meet an ideal male partner? The answer is that when men look for partners, they often don't care about material conditions. They might even not expect a woman to be outstanding in those areas. For men, what matters more is whether a woman has a youthful appearance, a beautiful face, and whether she can bear children. From a man's perspective, even if an older single woman has many good qualities, she still can't compete with a young, pretty woman, even if that young woman has low education or only works as a waitress. Male friends, do you agree with what I'm saying? I'm 37 and still lovesick. I really want this big month/year to wake me up. Many people say women like us deserve to be single, call us sharp, opportunistic, and overly dramatic. That's not true. I feel my mind is actually quite simple. I'm straightforward, and I'm the sort of person who's really easy to deceive. Guys, can you stop being so hung up on a girl's age and obsessed with 18? Older women like us are actually pretty great. We have cars, houses, educations, and will be helpful to the household in the future. Compared with girls in their 20s, we understand people and the world better. We know how to care for you. I can be considerate. I really think older single women are good compared to girls in their 20s. We already have what should be had. Born in '90, I'm 35 now, unmarried, no kids. Other people are teaching each other how to raise kids while I'm still single. Other people's parents are raising grandchildren. My mom is still worried about me finding someone. I feel like I've let them down, but I don't know if I'll ever get married or be able to marry out in this life. I'm really anxious. I'm 37 and still not married. This morning I scrolled past a video that really opened my eyes. The video said, the later a woman marries, the higher her status will be in the family. So when I get married, my family standing will be very high. My parents-in-law will listen to me. My husband will listen to me. Even the family dog will obey me. They'll earn money for me to spend. I won't have to do anything. I'll be the boss at home. Just thinking about it feels great. If you don't marry before 28, then after 28 the chance of meeting your ideal type is almost zero. You must find someone suitable to marry before 28. No matter how capable or how good-looking you are, you should at least lock down a partner by 28 and get married within a year. You can postpone having children, go back to school, or improve your career. That's fine, but you must secure the partner first. This isn't telling you to rush into marriage. It's because here in Chengdu, once you pass that marriage choosing age, the probability of meeting a suitable person drops a lot. As your experience grows, your tastes change, and you know more clearly what you want. The type you like in your 20s is completely different from the type you like in your 30s. Guys in Chengdu are the same. In your 20s you look for someone your age. In your 30s you won't. Many Chengdu girls do the reverse. They focus on career and school first and do very well. But when it's time to find a partner, it gets difficult. Your standards are higher, but you're older. Women are actually best placed to find a partner around 27 to 28. If you insist on studying and building your career first, and push your age up, you'll find the people you like have been taken by younger, pretty girls. Now you're in your 30s, and the chance of meeting your ideal seems almost zero. I was born in '91, and I'm 34. If I meet a man like this, smokes occasionally, drinks a little but not to excess, doesn't have a bad temper, kind-hearted, never gets into fights, doesn't gamble, doesn't flatter much, but has a good heart. If I'm lucky enough to meet such a man, I would give him my all, treat him well, and never let him feel neglected. I just don't know if such men really exist in this world. About being 35 and single. If you're 35 and still single, the chance of getting paired off will get smaller and smaller. The difficulty of finding someone increases.
Why?
Because after 35 you become clearer about who you are and you get pickier. The probability of meeting someone with good conditions gets smaller. If you do meet someone decent, after a week or two, once the novelty fades, you might think, well, it's just okay, and decide the relationship isn't worth pursuing. But if you don't try, you fear missing out. If you do try, it feels like eating undercooked rice. You don't really want it, but your age keeps increasing. It becomes a dilemma. You get used to being alone, used to having more feelings and more worries, and you find you create more trouble for yourself. You really don't experience the happiness of being two people together. I've said so much. Even though I'm not great myself, this doesn't stop me from picking and having opinions. After 35, this is a very real set of feelings. I don't know if you feel this when you're with someone. Sometimes you really feel single is fine, but age waits for no one, and whether you can still get married is a real question. The girls who are easiest to win over are actually the most reliable. The ones who, after 1 or 2 dates, already commit. Only a few of those are casual. The majority are very dependable. These girls aren't scheming and won't play games. As for the ones you chase for a year or more, most likely they're playing with you. They keep your gifts and then say, "I'm not that kind of girl," to test you. Guys, think about it. How can there be truly slow to warm girls? If she's really slow, deep down she simply doesn't like you. I'm honestly done with this. How can you think that if a woman wants to get married, no matter how old she is, she can just get married? That's not the case. Men's standards for choosing a wife have changed. They don't ask that a woman have high education or good finances. What they care about is whether, after marriage, the woman can have children, because carrying on the family line is what Chinese men most expect in a family. At 35, you're actually a very excluded category in the matchmaking market. They'll assume you have high standards or are difficult, which is why you're still unmarried at this age. Even if you're beautiful, have money, or high education, men don't look at those things. They look at whether you can manage a household and whether you have reproductive value. I'm being completely serious. I'm anxious every day, can't sleep at night, wake up very early. I'm getting ugly and losing hair. Do you think I was born bald? Of course not. I was young and pretty once. Lots of people chased me. But now I regret it. Isn't the situation different now? You all say she must have been too choosy. Look how she is, but I'm telling you, my standards for choosing a partner have dropped again and again. Really, I can say I don't want a bride price. Well, I can't completely say that. For example, if you give me 80,000 yuan as bride price, I'll bring 80,000 cash back to our little home. Whatever you give me, I'll return double. That's already pretty good. I don't demand your car. I don't demand your house for so many years. I've drunk too much toxic self-help about being an independent woman, about having a career, being free, doing whatever we want, not being controlled by a man, not washing a man's smelly socks, not having noisy kids limiting your life, and I really feel it wasn't worth it. What have I actually gained? So far, I've only gotten your ridicule in the comment sections. I was born in 1990, and I'm 35 this year. At this age, I've gradually seen through some of life's truths. I've noticed that some men, the less they have, the more they demand. Men who themselves have nothing don't mind if their girlfriend is a gold digger. They don't care about someone being obsessed with looks because they themselves lack money and good looks. They don't mind you being horny because they've got the body. It's only those nothing-to-show guys who insist the woman be young, pretty, and presentable. When it comes to marriage, they'd rather there be no bride price and no 3 golds, but they want a dowry car and house and, ideally, an extra 200,000 yuan in cash. In daily life, she must be frugal, not spend recklessly, wear one garment for 5 years, and when it's worn out, use it as sleepwear. She must know how to do housework, cook, be able to have children, preferably a son in the first birth, and then immediately go back to work. She must be filial. If you quarrel with my parents, it's definitely your fault and you'd better kneel and apologize. If our family has a younger brother, then you're expected to play the invisible, submissive role. You not only have to be gentle and considerate, it'd be best if you're a little rich yourself. Then I can comfortably rely on you later. If you can also support my lofty ambitions, the dreams I never even started in half my life, that would be perfect. Why do I say this? Because I truly have nothing. The ugly toad in the whole village who couldn't find a wife is now swaggering online, and I really want to tell friends, this is the internet, not the set of a short drama that magically turns poor. shabby men into winners.